Good morning, everybody. Denise Carew here. Yes, I'm alone today. Um, all of you who have been following me and know me a little bit, know how hard it is for me to do these transmissions myself. Um, I'm still at that stage where I'm one of those people who are really afraid to give out misinformation. That's what Zachary and I are all about. We try not to give out misinformation. And if the information is given out, we just want everybody to know that you have the power of discernment. So it's up to you whether the information resonates with you or not. And I think you know a little bit about me through the past videos that I've done myself. You've learned a little bit about me and that I work with Gaia and I work with the animal kingdoms and all the natural realms. And Gaia's been on my mind a lot lately. And it's really funny because I can always tell when she has something that she wants to say. And I've been seeking her out too, and then just waiting for the information to come. And I never want to force this. Um, you know, sometimes this information comes, once every couple months. I don't like to bother her, but I just had this feeling last night that she wanted to talk to me. And so I like to go in my sauna. Those of you who are half Finn like me know that sauna is the correct pronunciation, not sauna. It is sauna. So, anyways, I was in my sauna, and I did a lot of sweat lodges and journeying and things with Native American medicine men, and they talk about the heat waves, the frequency of the heat waves and how that helps us to get into an altered state a lot faster. And boy, that is so true. So last night I went in my sauna and decided to hear what Gaia had to say. And with everything, the energies and everything that's going on right now, a lot of us are feeling a little bit of relief. Even though we're watching all the false flags happening and it seems like people are just falling apart and mind control is going crazy and rampant, and underneath all of that, many of us are feeling this slight relief, like it's finally happening. It's finally happening. And so I was in my sauna and listening, and Gaia started talking, and what she wanted to talk about was not herself, but for those of us who are here helping her with this process. Now, we know everybody who is here, everybody has a different job or a different journey or a different experience or a different agenda. And many of us, like me, came here to help Gaia. Many of us heard her call. And I'm going to get emotional. But those of us who heard her call, this is a transmission for you. And we kind of wanting to know, I think a lot of you are kind of wanting to know, well, okay, what is going to happen? What is happening right now? What is going to happen with this planet and with her and with us after the event? I mean, the event is huge right now. We hear about the event all over. I'm a Cobra follower too, as is most of you. But I still stay connected with Gaia, and I do a lot of work with my higher self. And so any kind of healing work I do, or any kind of inner work I do, I always call on Gaia. I call the sister sun. To me, planets are feminine. And then I call on the goddess and I go to my highest spiritual self, my inner self. And so this is what came through last night. And it came through so fast that I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to remember it all. And I wasn't going to be able to sit down and get it all out on the computer. And tried to print it out. And my printer said, no, you're going to have to you have to remember it all yourself. So anyways, what is going to happen after the event? Well, the first thing she said was, Gaia is going to be like a 5-star resort or a 5-star healing learning retreat, because there are so many that are out there watching this event unfold that have not chosen to come here and actually partake of this, but they're watching, from other planets, other galaxies, and they have their watchers here kind of watching and seeing what's going on, because right now we are just fascinating to all of them. I mean, this is something that probably hasn't happened before. And so what goes on here is going to affect the whole universe and beyond. And so I just laughed. Here I am sitting in my sauna, and she's like, I'm going to be like a 5-star healing learning center. And the reason for that is because those who are watching this event unfold that weren't able to partake, once the event is over, they will have the opportunity of coming here. And they all want a little piece of the pie. They all want to somehow experience what it is we've gone through and what it is we've done. And so she really started elaborating on what is going to happen here. And those of us, the Starseeds that are here, that are artists and healers and teachers and musicians and authors, a lot of us, our abilities and everything that we've created has been squashed by the dark agenda, because they didn't want any of our information to get out. So it was really hard. But all of a sudden, the tables are going to turn. So everything that we've all created before, during, and after this event process, we're like librarians. We're like the keepers of the knowledge. It's like the whales. The whales are the record keepers. Well, we are also keeping record of what has happened here, and we've done it through our art. We've done it through our music. We've done it through our stories, our books. We've done it through our healing modalities. We've done it through being a way shower. So many of us have something to give, and because it hasn't seemed like it's been worth it up until now, it's going to change. So all of those who have been watching the event unfold will want to come, and everything that we have done, they will want. They will be seeking us out. They will want that. They know that they will be able to experience what happened here through all of this work. So it becomes like coming to when I used to do Dragon Fest, and we had Merchants Row, and all the merchants would have, sell their wares and sell their music, their books, their essential oils, whatever. The people would come and they would go from one booth to the next, and they would learn, and they would take, purchase or take or whatever from each person. So that's what's going to be happening here. And that just blew my mind. So the healers, everybody here is like, oh, we want to learn what they know in the other dimensions and on the other planets. They know so much. And actually, once the event is done, we will actually know a lot more than them, because of what we've gone through, what we were up against while we were here, and how we've always persevered. I mean, God, you know, humanity on this planet is just amazing. I mean, everything they've thrown at them. There's been people that have been just, they've taken, and, you know, it's like taking lemons and turning it into lemonade. I mean, think of the Native Americans, think of the gypsy culture, how, you know, they were taken out of India and turned into slaves because of their creativity, and forced to build a city in Afghanistan for a king. And they were there for over 100 years, and they mixed. When they took them out of India, they took separate tribes, and it was taboo for the tribes to mix their bloodlines. And when they became slaves, you know, they began to intermingle, and the bloodlines were mixed. If it wasn't for Genghis Khan, who came and, you know, conquered that city and set the gypsies, they weren't called gypsies at the time, sent the slaves free. Well, they knew that they couldn't go back home because what they have done, they mixed their blood. So they wandered, and they were not welcome anywhere they went. So everywhere they went, they were persecuted, and they're still alive today. So, you know, we just have this tenacity of whatever's thrown at us, we just prevail. And that's what we have done. And they are just fascinated by this. And so they want to know how we were able to hold it together, you know, as healers, how we were able to hang on to our healing abilities and actually be able to use them and grow them and develop them through everything that's been thrown at us. You know, the persecutions through the centuries. And what do? We just incarnate, we come back, and we do it again all over, and we learn from the previous lifetime. We got to do a little bit differently this time, and we just never give up. And so to them, that is just fascinating. And so they all want a piece of that pie. So they're all going to want to come here. And so that is a part of what we're going to be doing after this event, because so many of us are lost right now. It's like, I don't know. I have no clue what I would do. I mean, what I'm doing now, people don't seem to care about. That will change people. And so, so many of us will have a whole new life that they couldn't even comprehend before. They just couldn't even think of it. And so the timeline, I keep asking, what is the timeline now? You know, I keep thinking linear time. And she is trying to explain to me the best way this dyslexic person could understand, is that it's been happening, it's been going on. It's like a snowball now. It's building momentum. And, you know, those of us who are underneath feeling that relief, we are starting to realize, yes, this is really, truly happening. And she says that the knowledge will just come. It'll just come. It's like the twinkle lights in the garden. One by one, they'll turn on and turn on and turn on. And each of us, one by one, will be activated and will turn on. And we will just know exactly what it is we're supposed to do or what we're going to do after this event. And the more of us that are waking up and realizing this now, it's helping the rest of us to wake up. And you'll just have this strong feeling of, I just know this. I just know this to be true. And this is like last night when her transmission came in. It was like, I just know. This is something I would have never thought of before in my entire life. It's like them coming here wanting something from us. Because aren't we always asking, why are they here? Why are they here? You know, the ones that are watching, we know why some of them are here, but it's, you know, there's so many crafts out there watching us right now. And they're waiting for this all to happen because they want something from us. And it's not dark. And so what we've been working for is finally going to come to pass. And it is exciting. For me, it's really exciting. And, but there will be those, she said that there will be those, the starseeds, that they will choose to go back home. They won't stay here. They will take the knowledge. You know, I always say I feel like a librarian, you know, because I write books. And I know I was an oracle in my past lives. And I know I worked with Gaia. I'm pretty sure I'm an Oracle of Delphi. I mean, I wrote about it in Candlelight and Cobwebs. And, you know, those of us, we know that those of us who write this kind of stuff, it's not just fiction. It's not just sci-fi. We are able to patch into things that are still going on, or, you know, because past, present, and future is all going on at the same time. So some of us will choose not to stay here on the new earth. They will choose to go home, and they will bring all of the knowledge that they gained while they were here, and they will bring it home with them and share it that way. So our journey is just beginning, just beginning. And, you know, we will be the new ancient ones that they will be looking forward to, they will be wanting to learn from. And, you know, the more that they learn from us, the more they will grow up and develop, and they will come up with greater and cooler things, and we will learn from them because we were the catalysts helping them. So it will be this give and take, and this back and forth, and this communion. And you know, about a month ago, I got a transmission from her that was a lot like this. And, you know, it was pretty much the same what I'm saying today, you know, that they will be coming here and we'll all be sharing knowledge with each other. But this last transmission, she finally told me that they will specifically be coming here because they've been watching us for so long, and that what we have gone through is something like they've never seen before. And they all want to be part of it, and they all want to learn, and they all want to be able to, it'll be like going to Disney World, I guess. They want to get on the ride. And so I suppose movies, will they make movies about this? I mean, creativity, we can create whatever we want. You know, I mean, okay, yeah, we could have plays, and if they want to come and play parts in the play and know that they're just acting, I suppose they could. I mean, it's as far as we want to take it. And so I think that was all of it. I didn't want to make this too long, but you know, Gaia, for those of you who say Gaia can take care of herself, yes, she can, but there was this great imbalance, and she needed help with this great imbalance. And she's also getting help from what I call Sister Sun. And so Sister Sun is sending her energies to Gaia and to us, because those who are like me, when we work with Gaia, and we work with the populace, and we work with the energies of the sun, we know how to utilize it. We know how to bring it in. We know how to use our heart center. We know how to send out the love and the healing through our heart center. And I mean, they're learning so much about our heart center and how far that energy can go. And we have to stay out of our brains, people. We have to use our heart. And so if you're wondering what it is you can do right now and how you can connect with Gaia, is do what I do. You know, just know that she is a beautiful, living, loving being. All of our planets are alive, and they are a being of their own. They don't look like us, but they're all alive. The trees are part of them. I mean, go out and talk to the trees. Collect rocks. You got a crystal. Go bury one of your favorite crystals in honor of her hard work and showing her how much you love her. And when you go connect with your higher self, always ground into her crystalline heart and connect with the sun and connect with the goddess. Yes, she's returning, not the way it used to be, but in balance. And connect with your higher self and project out that love. Project that love out to her, and allow yourself to receive. So many of us don't receive. I'm not worthy or whatever. I don't believe in that. It's there. Receive from Gaia, our Mother Earth. Receive the energies from the sun. And we're always a constant connection. We're always, what I say, live streaming to the goddess. So, you know, it's so easy. But you have to use your heart. Don't use your head. Use your heart. And that's all she asks for. And just wait for the knowing to show up, you know, because you'll just have this strong, it will there just be definitive. It's like, this is it. I know this is it. And hold on to that. Once you get that, hold on to that. And don't let anybody else talk you out of it. Because there's a lot of people out there who are trying to help and trying to do good. But if you don't get the same thing that they get, or you don't understand the exact same way they understand, they are going to still look at you and question, and that will make you question yourself. So don't let those people disconnect you from your higher self, disconnect you from the goddess, from source, from the energies, from the transmissions. You are here for your own journey, for your own experience, and it's not up to anybody else out there to take that away from you. No matter how good they mean. If you keep feeling the same over and over, and you feel it in your heart, and it's the messages you keep getting, and it does not harm anybody else, then that is true to you. So don't let anybody else poo-poo it. You know, I have a hard time telling people this because so many of them look at me like, oh gosh, Denise is at it again. You know, so that's why it's so hard for me to do these. So like I said in the beginning, you have to discern this information for yourself. You have to see how this resonates with you. And if it doesn't, hey, that's cool. You are on a different journey. Or there's just information that hasn't come to you yet. So anyways, it's exciting, isn't it? It is. I can feel it. I can feel that relief. I can feel that release. So anyways, I wanted to keep it short, and just everyone hang in there. Things are coming.